Sitting round the fire, playing games with my sweet. She plays out marshmallow, gosh, that's hard to beat. Oh, how I desire to toast that hollow man, but it keeps on going back to her hand.
Come on now, let's play some more Kana.
We'll smash some s'mores like Hans and Princess Anna. We'll
Lick a Mickey bar to his friendly face, invites you through a smorgasbord of lore. It's S'more Kana.
Dang. How did we book Goofy to sing our podcast song?
I don't know. He is in high demand. We've been trying to get him to re-record with maybe some different lyrics for new sets and maybe some new tunes, but he is just absolutely swamped.
Unreachable.
It's all the time that he has to spend fishing and skiing.
And footballing.
Right. He's quite incompetent at all of those.
Yes.
But can sing a Goofy song about Lorcana.
Beautifully talented at singing a Goofy song about Lorcana. He's amazing.
Welcome back to S'more Kana, episode 12, everybody.
Woo!
I'm Brett.
I'm Katie.
And we're here to talk about Lorcana through the lens of snack foods and the wonderful world of Walter Disney.
Exactly.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
His full name was Walter?
Walter Elias Disney.
Well, there you go.
His dad's name was Elias.
Shocking.
Yep. Bet you didn't know about Diz.
You are always just laying the Disney facts on us.
What can I say? It's what I do.
We've been very busy. So busy. We had a chat this week.
Yes.
With our friend Chris from Questing for Lore.
Yeah.
He started a new channel called Lorcana Chats, where he interviews members of the Lorcana community, and we were featured on episode 2.
Ooh, it was so fun to talk about Lorcana in a different space, if that makes sense. Like we love doing this podcast, and we only get to do it once a week, so it was so cool to have like kind of a bonus episode this week for ourselves. Like we got to talk about it with somebody else.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. We covered a lot of topics about the future of the game and the community and things that we'd like to see and things that we're really happy about. And overall, it was a super positive experience. Highly recommend that you go check out Lorcana Chats.
Yeah, super fun. We watched his first interview too, and it was really great. Great to just hear from other content creators.
Yeah, it's a really wonderful community to be a part of. I'm happy to be doing this podcast.
Yeah, happy positive place.
We got to build some new decks this week now that our set championship experience has run through.
Yes, the set champs have left the station.
Until next time, set champs, I can't wait to compete in you.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. We're going to roll up to the next set championships like absolute G's. We'll be able to go together. We'll be able to bring our own snacks.
Yeah.
It'll be great. I can't wait.
We should bring snacks to distribute. That should be our thing.
We should make S'more Kana snacks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
S'more themed, perhaps. Oh my goodness. We have to do this now.
We just thought about this
What
right
a stroke of utter brilliance.
S'more, so like s'more cookies or like s'more brownies or something you can like hand out.
Yeah. It's the crucible of pressure that recording this high-intensity podcast creates that brings these wonderful ideas bubbling to the surface.
I think this is genius.
We're definitely doing it. I'm not joking.
I'm not joking either.
I'm also going to way overcompensate because I didn't play in any set championships this time around. I'm probably going to play in 9 next time.
And we're going to bring a full sheet cake to each one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been fun. We've been messing around with some new brews, some new decks. It's been really fun.
I finally built a dwarf deck, which felt really cool.
Yeah.
Wanted to do that since we saw the cards.
Cool,
so that was fun.
if not effective.
Yeah, not effective.
Super fun, though.
Super fun.
I've been going with Amethyst Sapphire, which has been pretty fun. I saw somebody post a list that had Madame Mim Dragon in it, so that's pretty cool. And I just want to play Elsa every turn. I want to play Elsa every single turn.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I can't blame you.
So it's nice to turn the page on Set Champs, look ahead to some different kinds of events, maybe some more casual events in the future.
Yeah, I can't wait. We also got to see a lot of card reveals came out this week, too, that we've been chatting about.
Oh my goodness, so many cool cards. Be King Undisputed.
The art for Be King Undisputed is so cool and pretty.
And so flavorful. And that card is everything I want in a Ruby card. I'm really, really excited about that. That quote unquote edict effect is a term that I've learned from our magic leaning friends recently.
Yeah, it's super powerful as a card. It does the same thing that we love from Lady Tremaine.
Right, and that's already a super powerful effect. So being able to sing that, maybe double it up with a Tremaine, oh baby.
Oh, baby,
I'm super,
indeed.
super excited. But yeah, I guess these are called edict effects. I was playing in that 2K last month, and I kind of figured out from context clues that my opponent was saying, "Oh, you already played one edict. You probably have one or two more." And I was like, "Okay, based on the board state right now, you're talking about Tremaine, and you're calling it an edict." And I've since learned that I guess any effect that makes your opponent banish a character of their choosing is an edict effect.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense with the meaning of the word edict. Like, that makes sense to call it that. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. A motion to retitle it a Tremaine effect, though.
Oh, yes, please. She
Tremaine,
deserves it.
She does. That art, oh my goodness. I can never get over it. It's so good.
You know what I will say is one of the most fascinating things for me about Lorcana?
What?
Is I am not a villains gal, right? Like, I never understood it when people would be all into the villains or they're into the bad guys, or like that whole Descendants thing and the villains t-shirts and mugs. But this game has made me really appreciate villains more. like I really like Tremaine, and I like Scar, and I like the art that goes along with them. And like, I've been such a Disney fan my whole life, and I've never had this feeling about villains before.
What about Madame Medusa?
I still don't like Madame Medusa.
I would like to eradicate Madame Medusa from the game.
She just is so creepy and terrible.
Creepy and terrible and slimy. Her and Noi, they can both leave.
Yeah, they just don't have that swag. Like, she just doesn't have that like villain swag. She's not funny or cool.
No, and she's plain and simple just a child abuser.
Yeah, it's kind
pretty
of terrible.
Brutal, yeah. So.
And Mr. Snoops is kind of like, ugh. They're just all kind of stinky.
Yeah, Mr. Poops.
Mr. Poops, as we call him.
But King Undisputed, Be King Undisputed is very cool. And we also saw a few more Madrigal characters. Isabella Madrigal. Oh, baby. This card is so cool.
Isabella.
Bring it in, bring it in.
Bring it in, bring it in. She is, first of all, gorgeous. Second of all, love that she's an amethyst card.
Yeah, just to refresh your memories in case you didn't catch this, Isabella Madrigal, 5-cost inkable, 3/4, evasive. She has the ability that during your turn, if no other character has quested this turn, she gets +3 lore, so for 4 lore total.
Damn.
Yeah, and for the rest of the turn, it does say that whenever this character quests, your other characters can't quest for the rest of this turn. So basically, she locks down your questing for you. You can quest for 4. The upside of that is great with like Lucky Dime, perhaps. She has a lot of utility, I think. She's probably going to get her questing off because she is evasive. Really, really cool character.
She just was going to work so well in so many different decks. You can already imagine her fitting right in.
She works well in games where you need her. So like if you have a bunch of characters and can quest for more than 4, then you're in good shape anyway. What she says is you can lock down the board, quest with 1 character for 4 at great value very often. So I think she's going to see a lot of play. Another Encanto card, the Vision Slab, is one that I wanted to highlight because this looks very cool. 3-cost inkable emerald item. It says, danger revealed. At the start of your turn, if an opposing character has damage, gain 1 lore. So some steady lore gain, passive lore gain for Emerald. Cool. It likes lore gain. And then there's trapped. Damage counters can't be removed. So if you start pinging some characters, that damage is going to stick. It's going to encourage your opponent to trade in. And I'm not sure this is going to be a great card because your opponent can play around it, but it's very, very interesting. And it's the only effect of its kind in the game right now that prevents healing.
Also, check out what's happening to Bruno in that art. So the flavor text at the bottom says, Tio Bruno, what's happening to him? We have to help, said by Mirabelle. And there's some kind of crazy Ursula eel kind of thing happening to him. He's like getting attacked by little squids and getting pushed into the mouth of some big animal. It's like crazy.
Very, very interesting. So excited by the lore of the next set.
Yeah, I love that.
Which releases only in a few weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Very exciting. So lots and lots of new cards to anticipate, be excited for. A new mechanic too.
Yeah, sing together.
Sing together, super cool.
Yeah, I love the idea of that. It definitely encourages that co-op element of it.
Yeah. I just like seeing the word teammate on a card.
Yeah, right.
How neat is that?
Thrilling.
Getting pumped for co-op.
Whoop, whoop.
And maybe, potentially, some kind of 2v2 or 3v3 format where you can combine your characters to sing. Like, that will be really cool.
So much fun.
Laying
I can't
some
wait.
groundwork for some new formats, potentially. What else we have on the menu for tonight?
Well, we're going to talk to possibly someone who's brand new at the restaurant. I know there's a new waiter at the restaurant today.
Ooh, okay.
We want to try to grab his ear at some point. Our main course is going to be a little new game we've devised.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do tell.
It's a game called Ink Play Banish, which is like that game Date, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, there's an adult analog to this that you're probably most familiar with.
Yes. And we will be playing that with some scenarios we've cooked up for each other that are mysteries for each other.
Very cool. And then you have a dream card that I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, today's kind of an episode full of little mystery nuggets for each other.
Cool.
I'm very excited.
All right. Well, I'm hungry. I don't know about you. It's been a long day.
I'm hungry too. Let's get some apps.
Let's try to hail that new server. Well, I don't see this person anywhere. I have to step out for a second.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll wait. Hey, excuse me.
Hey, how's it going tonight?
Hi. Boy, we've been trying to catch your ear for a minute.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just floating around.
Oh, please, no, don't apologize. I was just saying we're really excited to meet you and get to talk to you.
Yeah. So I'm Toby. I'm delivering your appetizer here tonight.
Awesome. Are you new to this restaurant?
Yeah. I just kind of like to go where nobody else is, and like there's just you two here. So I thought like I'd come here.
Cool. I mean, I bet you also had to deliver our appetizer, right? So you didn't like totally just.
I guess so. I try not to do what other people expect.
Yeah.
They call me off meta Toby.
Oh, you're off meta Toby.
Yeah. So you heard of me?
We actually have heard of you. Yeah, we
Oh,
knew you were
nice.
going to be coming to the restaurant.
Yeah. So just kind of floating around, doing whatever I want to do. So I'm here tonight. Whatever.
Yeah, you don't play by the rules, do you, Toby?
No.
So Toby, did you bring anything for us to eat for an appetizer today?
Yeah. I brought you some flippin' eels.
What?
Some eels.
Some flippin' eels?
Yeah. So like, I was like, what wouldn't these people expect?
Yeah,
So I was
sure.
like, let me bring them some eels.
Just like a plate of raw eels?
Were you expecting eels?
Well, no, but I was expecting
Right.
something that's
You weren't expecting it. So like, surprise, eels.
Yeah, no, it's certainly off menu and off meta.
Righteous.
Yeah. Good job, man. Hey, explain to us what these eels are all about.
Yeah, so, I'm just like cooking up. I'm like, what won't people expect? I'm like, you know what? Like, what about these eels, bro? These eels. Like, look at these eels.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of eels in this game.
I mean, I guess there's 2 eels, right?
No, there's so many eels, bro. There are so many eels. Look at all of these eels. All right, so we've got about my buddy Float Sam and Jet Sam.
Yes, those are the 2 eels I was thinking of when you said
Flo
eels.
and Jet. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're like, so we got those. Like, that we're gonna put them in there. Like, if we're gonna do some eels.
Which ones?
All of the eels.
Oh, all of the flotsams and all of the
as many
jetsams.
as possible.
Okay, cool.
And then you get your other eels in there. You got Sir Hiss. He's an eel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a snake, so I guess he's like an above water
he's
eel.
An eel. He's
Okay,
an eel.
yeah.
And then there's Madam Mim eel.
Madam Mim snake. Yeah.
No, that's an eel, bro. Look at that.
Okay,
That
sure.
is an eel.
Yeah, sure. I guess
All right,
she kind of
she's
is.
in there. She's in there. That eel's in there. You got Pascal, little eel.
Okay.
Changes color.
Pascal's definitely not an eel. He's a chameleon.
A chameleon. You said it, bro. You said
No,
it.
he's a
He's a
chameleon.
It's an eel, bro. It's a color-changing eel. Then we've got the cursed merfolk, which, like, I'll
Not
grant you,
eels.
isn't a traditional eel, but it is like a ghost eel. Like, it's surrounded by ghost eel, like all those little ghost eels.
Yeah, I guess the shriveled up merfolk kind
Are
of looks
ghost
like
eels,
eels.
yeah.
Sure.
Now, then there's Ursula.
Oh, she's a squid, so it's similar to an eel.
No, she makes the eels.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
I forgot she's the creator of eels.
Yeah. So
Right.
there's the 2-cost Ursula who like protects all your eels from like stuff that would banish your eels. And then there's the singing eel Ursula who can make sure that you have lots of eels in the future. Like she like kind of procreates the eels.
Ew. What? Oh my god.
And
okay.
then there's like this eel shadow.
There's no card that's called the eel shadow.
Yeah, eel shadow. It's
no idea.
it's evasive and it has rush and it gives your eels
Peter Pan's shadow?
it gives your rush eels evasive. So
oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
like, buffing all your eels.
You're talking about Peter Pan's shadow. Peter Pan's not an eel.
You look at that art, you tell me that doesn't look like an eel.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And then we get some eel themed cards because like I was like, what won't they expect that has eels in it?
Yeah. I mean, so far, none of this is what I've expected.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I'm going for. Like
Yeah.
just
Right.
because like if you just kind of do what everybody's doing, like what's the point?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
like just trying to shake it up.
I get it. Yeah.
Be unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then like you can't like, all right, I'll grant you there aren't that many eels, but there are some sweet eel themed cards that we put in. Like
Okay.
Hypnotize is a picture of an eel. Like it's not an eel per se, like it's not like an eel character, but it's like
Right.
it has an eel on it.
It's Ka, the snake from the Jungle Book.
No, that's an eel, bro. That's straight up an eel.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
You see that?
Yeah.
See, it's in the water like an eel.
I mean,
And then
Yeah,
there's
sure.
Sudden Chill, which has a bunch of wispy smoke stink eels,
stink eels.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. It's got like these stink eels that like kind of like swim through the air.
In the art.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like
swirly.
it's like an existential representation of a stink eel.
Yeah. If I had a dime.
Yeah. So like, and it goes really well with the mother of eels.
Yeah.
So that's in there too.
Right. Okay.
And then Friends on the other side.
yeah, sure. Friends on the other side?
Now, I'll grant you that like everybody's playing this card and that's kind of like whatever.
Right.
But like sometimes you need to have some card draw, I guess, to like draw more eels. And then like that does have spirit eels on it. it does have green spirit eels.
I'm done fighting you on this. So sure, yeah.
Yeah, why fight it? You can't fight
You're
the
right.
eels, bro.
I can't fight a bunch of eels.
They're too slippery.
Yeah, I mean, they're slipping all over this plate that you've put on our table, so I can attest to that.
Well, yeah, like cover all the cards in Vaseline just to be like extra hard to handle.
Just to be like eels.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just like super slick, bro.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And like I grant you there are other eel cards like in other colors like Jafar Dreadnought is obviously a giant eel and would be very good in this pile.
Is that obvious?
Yeah. And then obviously also Piglet would have been a great...
Piglet, hold on. You're saying Piglet is an eel?
Look at Piglet's torso. Need I say more? Need I say
He's
more?
more worm-like than an eel, right?
That's an eel, bro. Piglet is a straight up eel.
Yeah.
Piglet is an eel, bro.
Sure.
And then there's Prince John.
What? He's not an eel?
No, he's
You're not going to try to convince me that Prince John's an eel?
Prince John. No, he's a Lion King.
What is happening right now?
But sometimes you need card draw, to draw eels. So
even if you're off meta, the deck
Prince
still
John.
got to work.
He's still got to. I mean, I'm not trying to be bad out here.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to just lose all my games.
It's not just a meme deck.
It's not a meme. It's eels. It's hard to handle. They're slippery.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
And the more you have, the better.
I don't
Were
know
you
if
ever
that's true.
Were you ever did you ever look at a bunch of eels and you're like, man, I wish there were fewer eels?
I think probably every single time I've looked at eels.
Every time you see an eel, you're like, why aren't there more eels? So,
awesome. Well, it was really great to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. Enjoy your plate full of live wriggling eels.
Thanks. I'm sure we'll see you around.
Do you want to post this deck on the gram or whatever?
You know about our podcast?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I know about your podcast. You guys talk about mainstream stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could put you on it, Toby.
I don't want to be on that. I don't want people to know my ideas. Because if everybody knew about the eels, if everybody knew about these eels, then every deck would be eels.
I don't think that's true. I think it'd be okay. We can post your deck list.
Yeah, all right. You can post it. You know what? Fine, whatever. I don't even care.
Okay, great. Then we'll do it. I mean, maybe maybe some people will learn your off-meta ways.
I don't know. If everybody learned my ways, then I'd have to just find a way. You know what I would do?
What?
I'd be the meta. I'd go and be meta when everybody goes off meta. That's why when they zig, you zag, bro.
That was shockingly deep, Toby. That was really great.
I know. All right, I'm sure your main course will be out soon. All right. You enjoy those eels.
Thanks, Toby. Oh, look, Brett's back.
How was that? Up there.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. We have a table full of slippery eels.
What are these? What's happening
they're
right
raw
here?
eels covered in Vaseline.
Oh my goodness.
It was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, I met Toby.
This looks gross.
Yeah, it's I think it's cool.
It's a flotsam and jetsam deck with some discard synergy.
And there's 4 of each card.
Well, I guess, you got a packet full of eels. Is that what he's trying to go for?
It's off meta, man.
And snakes?
Yeah.
And I guess we're including Pascal because he's a reptile too.
He's an eel. Look, we'll find Toby on our way out today and he can explain it to you. I can't even do it.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, it's time for America's favorite Lorcana snack-based podcast game show called Ink, Play, Banish. Tell us what the rules of this game are, Brett.
The rules are very simple for Ink, Play, Banish. You're going to be given 3 choices, and you have to sort them into 3 different categories: Ink, Play, and Banish. Ink is the option that maybe you want to try out some of the time, but don't want to commit to for the long term. The option that you want to play is something that you're always excited to be around and have on your team. And Banish is something that you don't ever want to see ever again or at any point, really.
Right.
Very analogous to another game with the initials FMK.
Right. You know what we're saying here. So we're going to throw 3 surprise scenarios at each other, and we're going to have to sort them into ink, play, or banish.
All right. So who's going first here?
I'll go first.
You're gonna give me the options first here?
Yeah, I've got some straight fire to throw at you today.
I'm so excited. I have no idea what's coming, and I'm going to pull up yours too so that I'm ready to ask you. Okay.
The first question for you is Lorcana cards. Lorcana cards are the first theme here for me.
Okay.
Madame Medusa, Lady Tremaine, the Lady Tremaine which has the edict, that card.
Yep.
Or Maleficent Monstrous Dragon.
Ooh. This is very difficult. Now,
Yeah.
I instantly banish Madame Medusa. 100%.
Wow, because
off
of what
the
we were
bat.
saying earlier.
Yeah.
She just kind of stinks.
Yeah. She is evil, and I don't like the card. And I think she limits the design space and like makes it so that you can't play cool things like Perdita.
Yeah.
So I would like to banish her instantly.
Okay.
Now, between the other two, what card do I want to commit to play every single time? Now, I think, and it isn't just because she's uninkable and Maleficent is inkable, I'm going to play Tremaine because I think her effect is really strong in the long term. It's always going to be accessible at 6 ink. You can always get to 6 ink pretty much. So I think long term, I'm going to decide to marry Lady Tremaine and that wonderful art. And I'm going to ink Maleficent Monstrous Dragon. Who doesn't like a fling with a dragon every now and then? But sometimes you just got to, ink it and move on.
Right. Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought you were going to go a different way with that.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I didn't know which way you were going to go, but I didn't think you were going to ink Maleficent.
Yeah, you thought I was going to marry Maleficent?
Yeah.
I just can see a scenario where Maleficent in the future is a part of a lot of metagames where she doesn't see play because 9 ink is quite steep. I mean, we're already seeing that in like Ruby Amethyst is dropping her in some of these faster metas. So
Right.
I think that Lady Tremaine has a better chance, especially as we see more and more of these effects with Be King Undisputed, of sticking around in the metagame.
Yeah.
You
All
ready
right.
for one?
Throw me a scenario.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. These are also Lorcana cards.
Nice.
Merlin Crab,
Okay.
Merlin Rabbit,
Okay.
and Merlin Goat.
Oh, great. Okay, Merlin Crab, Merlin Rabbit, Merlin Goat. I banish the crab.
Oh,
Now, this is a fault that I have, and I know that I have this fault, is that I underutilize the crab often in games that I play, but I just don't like him as much as I like the rabbit and the goat. I'm sorry, he's got to get banished.
okay.
Now, the rabbit is something that I've recently warmed up to, right? I think he's kind of cool. We're just kind of starting to get to know each other. I don't know if I want to commit to it full time.
Yeah.
So I would ink the rabbit, even though you can't.
You're going to fool around with the rabbit. Yep.
Yes. And then I'm going to play the goat. I'm going to marry the goat. I mean, as soon as you threw the goat in there, I was like, I know who I'm marrying.
Yeah. You're a big fan of straight lore grabs, aren't you?
I love the goat. Also, the goat's art is so cute, and he's a goat. He's the greatest of all time. What am I supposed to do?
And if you can, play that goat consistently over his lifespan, then, that can result in a lot of steady lore gain.
Yes. And kids.
All right. What do you got?
All right. My next scenario for you are Disney parks rides.
Ooh,
Mhm,
okay.
mhm.
Changing it up.
Yeah, I have 3 rides for you. Soarin', Expedition Everest, and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Now, I picked these 3 because these are 3 of Brett's favorite rides.
This is torturous.
Soarin', Expedition Everest, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Ooh, this is brutal. This is brutal.
Oh, I know.
I marry Soren. Oh, sorry. I play Soren.
Yes, yep. You play Soarin'.
I play Soren because that ride hits me in the feels.
Yeah.
You know, just that it's a nice hang glider ride across the world. It makes me feel connected to humanity. It is a really cool feat of engineering. I like the whole bit of lore that an Imagineer made an erector set version, right, to design that ride system. And when I think of returning to Disney for the first time in like 20 years as an adult, you know, going on Soarin', that one really, really hit me in the feels.
Yeah, it's a great ride.
So I play Soarin'. I banish Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Wow.
Yeah, it's difficult, but I banish Guardians. It is an amazing, amazing ride. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever been on.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine never seeing Everest again.
I know.
We have so many, I know you and I have so many memories on Everest, so many cool memories.
Yeah,
you know?
we love Everest.
In our first trip to Disney together, it was, you know, it was raining a little bit. And so the Animal Kingdom had cleared out. And so we went on Everest like 3 times in a row, and we got a little Yeti plushie that sits on our bookshelf. So, you know, I just have a fond space in my heart for Everest as well. And it's hard to pick between Everest and Soarin', but I'll go with inking Everest, playing Soarin', and banishing Guardians.
Nice. Good call.
Thank you.
I would have assumed no less.
I am going to change it up on you too here.
Ooh.
So your category is snacks on a hot day at Disney World.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
A Mickey Premium ice cream bar,
Oh.
a frozen Coke, and a Dole Whip.
Oh no.
This is
Oh,
devious.
no.
I
What am
feel
I
like
gonna
this is
do?
brutal because
Those are like my 3 favorite things.
yeah.
Oh, I have to banish one of them, don't I? It's a frozen Coke, a Dole Whip, and a Mickey's Premium.
You got it.
I have to banish the frozen Coke. Now, I love frozen Coke. Don't get me wrong. It is one of my favorite things to get in Disney World, too. I mean, it's wildly refreshing. But you can get a frozen Coke at like Burger King now.
But
you know,
it's a
they
hot
exist
day.
other places.
Very specifically, a hot day in Disney World.
I know. And the other 2 are dairy products, and those are hard to get down.
And that is the devious part.
I still banish the frozen Coke.
Okay.
And boy, this is hard. I banish the frozen Coke, and I play the Mickey's Premium, and I ink the Dole Whip.
Wow.
Now, I love Dole Whip. Don't get me
Wow.
wrong. But I love Mickey's Premiums a little bit more than Dole Whip.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Mickey's Premiums have like a real nostalgia factor to me.
Mm-hmm.
That I just like, I've always loved them.
There you
And
have it.
it doesn't get any better than that. I could have one every single day. I don't know if I could have a Dole Whip every day.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Oh my gosh. Okay, my last one for you. My last scenario for you is just straight up characters.
Okay.
What do you think of these characters? Ink, play, banish. Ariel, Snow White, Belle. Now, if it's helpful, you can think of them in the context of Lorcana, like whose cards do I want to save?
Sure. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I play Belle because Belle is like you,
Yeah.
you know?
And we're married.
And we're married. So that kind of lines up. That's an easy one, I think. And I love the Belle cards as well. And Ariel and Snow White. Ooh.
Yeah.
It would be cold-blooded to banish the first Disney princess, wouldn't it?
But you're going to, aren't you?
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Banished. She's done.
I know.
Bye, Snow White.
Yeah, she's tough.
I mean, especially when you factor in Lorcana cards, I really like the Snow White cards, but the Ariel cards are so much more interesting.
Yeah.
You know, even the Ariel card that isn't good, the voiceless Ariel card. It's still really thematically interesting.
Yeah.
And that's by far the worst Ariel. But then you have Spectacular Singer, and that Ruby Evasive Ariel is underrated.
Yeah.
And is probably going to be good at some point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I ink Ariel, I play Belle, and I banish Snow White. See ya.
Nice. See ya.
You want one more?
Yes, please.
All right, Lorcana cards. Ready?
Okay.
Be Prepared,
Ooh.
A Whole New World,
Mm.
and 99 Puppies.
Wow. Be prepared. A whole new world. 99 puppies. Right away, I'm banishing 99 puppies.
You cold-blooded monster.
I know. I'm
you
sorry.
You are a monster. Banishing 99 puppies.
I know, and I love the pups.
I'm going to start calling you Cruella.
No, please. I'm gonna banish the 99 puppies.
I put that in there just because I wanted to hear you say
I
I
know
banish
you
99.
did because you're cruel. That's why I banish you.
Oh no.
No, I don't banish you. Banish 99 puppies. Play, be prepared, and ink A Whole New World.
Uh-huh.
A Whole New World is a great card, and I do like it once in a while. But every time I get Be Prepared in my hands, I'm excited to play Be Prepared.
You just want to have a dalliance with A Whole New World.
Yes. It's okay that A Whole New World still exists. I don't need to wipe it off the face of the planet. But I just don't want to play it every time. And every time I find Be Prepared in my hand, I'm like, oh, awesome. I can't wait to play that.
Sometimes A Whole New World is just what you need to, I don't know, get your old hand out of your system or something.
Oh my God. Oh, no.
Was that too much for our family themed podcast?
Might have been.
I think it's buried in innuendo, right?
But now we've said that it is. Now we're drawing more attention to it.
All right, we'll cut this out. All right, we managed to dodge Toby, I think. Grabbed a mint on the way out, and I'm excited to unwrap this.
Yeah, so you ready for this?
I haven't seen it. This is a dream card that you made that I haven't seen at all yet.
All right,
here we go.
Ba-da!
Oh my goodness.
Donald Duck,
Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness.
leader of the
Folks,
club.
This Donald Duck has 9 butt.
The duck has 9
You
butt.
gave the duck 9 butt.
Yes, just for you.
Oh my goodness. It's
And
all
for
I've
America.
ever wanted and all America has ever needed in this age of chaos.
Yes. Yes.
Is a duck with 9 butt.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So this Donald Duck is finally the leader of the club.
Yeah.
You may know the Mickey Mouse Club song, which goes MICKEYMOUSE, Mickey Mouse,
Donald Duck.
Mickey Mouse,
Donald Duck, yeah.
Right, because Donald Duck wants to be the leader of the club like Mickey Mouse.
And he's a dreamborn here, so he finally is Donald Duck, leader of the club.
Yeah, he's finally made it.
All right, so I'll let you know what I'm seeing here, and we'll post this on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as we always do. But for now, I'm looking at a 7-cost inkable Ruby card, Donald Duck, leader of the club, 5 strength, 9 willpower, 9 butt, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Quests for 4, evasive.
Yeah.
What a house.
Yeah, he's a ruby. He's a big evasive ruby.
Yeah, so it's like he's a straight upgrade on Brave Little Tailor, but then there's this drawback here. DONALD. At the end of your turn, if this character is exerted and you don't have a character named Mickey Mouse in play, deal 2 damage to this character.
Yeah, so he is saved a bit by the true leader of the club, Mickey Mouse. Right?
Yeah, as much as he wants to be the leader of the club without Mickey, he can't quite do it.
Yeah, right. Because it's in his dream. He's dreamborn, right? Even in Donald Duck's dreams, if PhilharMagic has taught us anything, even in Donald Duck's imagination and in his dreams, he's still never the leader of the club. You know, he
Well
still
said.
can't replace Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's sad. And it looks like in this art, like he's going to slam these symbols onto his own face.
He does. This is from the Mickey Mouse Club
Gotcha.
animation, so he's very upset that he is not number 1.
I love the Mickey Mouse Club representation. I love the fact that this is just a huge bomb Donald that I would love to play.
Yeah, he's got 9 bud.
9 butt, baby. Thank you for this delightful after-dinner mint.
Anytime.
Well, that was an odd meal.
But delicious, nonetheless.
It kind of fit the off-the-wall kind of week we had to just,
Yeah.
snack on some eels, I guess, and then, I don't know, play a game, grab a mint, and head out the door.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
I'm
a lot of
looking
fun.
forward to next time, though.
What are we going to talk about next time, Brett?
Next time at the Smorkana Restaurant, we will be talking about a new format tournament that I'm going to be attending, which I'm really excited about. It's a format that was invented by one of the managers at our local game store.
We're also going to be doing a brand new Bet You Didn't Know About Diz.
Exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on right now in Disney parks, and I'm excited to tie that in a little bit with some of the new cards that we're also seeing. I'll let it be more of a mystery, but with some of the cards that have been revealed, they've got my head turning about some things that you may see in the parks as well.
Maybe another giveaway next week, too? Is it time?
Yeah, we definitely will have another giveaway next week. We got all kinds of stuff to give away.
I believe that our first giveaway should be arriving at its destination tomorrow. So right about the same time that this episode drops.
Hooray! We
really
love
fun.
a giveaway.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Oh, really quickly.
Yeah.
Quick little addendum. I was chatting with a few people today
Okay.
because I stopped in the Diversions Set Championship on my way to my show.
Right.
And some folks were taking umbrage with the fact that Belle was considered the most polite Disney character.
What?
Yeah, and they made some really good points.
What were the points?
So they were saying that Belle is a bit snooty to the quote-unquote provincial people around her. A little bit superior, a little bit haughty, and goes snooping where she's not supposed to in the castle.
Well, now that's fair.
It's very interesting.
The thing about her being snooty to other townspeople, it's not her fault. They sing a whole song about her reading a book. Like, can they calm down? She's reading a book.
True.
You know, she's not like going and being like, have you heard about Chaucer? Like, she's just reading by a fountain. And they're like, she's nuts. They sing a whole song about how she's crazy. Like, they can relax.
And I suppose you can't blame her for like potentially looking for a way to escape her imprisonment in the castle.
Yeah.
So I was really taken aback, but very excited to hear these theories about Belle not being polite. And it's those kinds of hard-hitting Disney discussions that we want to continue to investigate on Smorkana.
Dum, 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 dum.
If you had fun with us today, make sure you like and subscribe and give us a review and whatnot. Do all that fun jazz.
Yes, say hello to us on Facebook at Smorkana, on
Twitter at Smorkana.
Instagram at Smorkana,
YouTube at Smorkana.
Email at smorkana@gmail.com.
Always just at Smorkana. Everything's Smorkana.
Everything is Smorkana.
And luckily, it's such a weird amalgamation of words that if you search for Smorkana, we're probably going to show up.
That's us.
Until next time, folks.
Keep on snacking.
Nom, 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 nom.